God can use anything, but he got to use something. I'm going to say it again for the ones who might have missed it. God can use anything, but he got to use something, meaning he's not going to make it happen with nothing. You got to bring something to him. You got to have faith to believe that he can use something. So the thing is with Moses, whenever he led his people from Pharaoh going to the promised land, he ran into an obstacle, which was the Red Sea. You got the Red Sea in front and Pharaoh and his army behind. And the people started bickering. They terrified. They scared. They fear rubbed off on him. He started asking God, "What's now?" You get to a point whenever you're on a mission, even if you're sent by God on that mission, you start to question: Is this God that sent me on this? When you see obstacles like that, like it looked like a dead end street. I see the Red Sea and I see them. What's next? You know. So God looked at Moses and said, when he started asking God, he said, "Use what's in your hand." It was a stick. So he used that. He put the stick out. And when he did that, God parted the Red Sea. You know. So the message of that is, what are you overlooking if in your possession? What can God use that you own, that you possess? What gifts, talents you might not be looking at as valuable, but the minute you start to use it, you'll see God working miracles in your life. Use what you got. You have more than enough. And the second point to that same story is, once what's for you is for you. When God opened up doors for you, can't nobody walk through those doors but you. Because we all know the story. Whenever Pharaoh tried to follow Moses and his people through that Red Sea, it closed back up on him and swallowed everything that was in it. His whole army, everything that was in that Red Sea drowned. The minute Moses and them got out and they crossed on dry ground, meaning it was no evidence that there was even a sea there. When they crossed over, it was dry ground for them. But when the Pharaoh tried to follow, it turned back into a sea. So people be looking at you for how he did what he did, how it happened for him that easy, but I caught hell because that wasn't for you, that was for him. Don't try to follow somebody else's blessing thinking you're going to get what they got out of their blessing. Focus on what God got for you and walk in that. Walk through on your dry ground.